Hello, this is Kaiwa viewers. It's Morgan here, and today I have received a list of questions from the This is Kaiwa staff, and I would like to answer them. So let's get started. Where are you from? I am from McKinney, Texas, which is a small suburb city outside of Dallas, Texas. It's north of Dallas. I don't typically tell people I'm from McKinney because not many people know where that's at. I just originally say I'm from Dallas. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I do. I have an older brother and I have an older sister. My brother is 2 years older than me and my sister is 4 years older than me. So I am the baby in the family. What were you like as a kid? As a child, I was very close to my mom. I was super cuddly and snuggly and I just wanted to be held by my mom 24/7. I was very outgoing and I just like to talk to random strangers, which is what I was told from my mom. I grew up in a lot of sports. I pretty much tried out every kind of sport that you could do, and what stuck with me was gymnastics, dance, and tumbling. I mainly was in gymnastics for my whole life, and then I recently switched over to dance, but I do love both of them. What did you like to do for fun as a kid? A fun memory that I have with my family as a child, we used to live on a golf course and there were lots of hills in the golf course, and so when it rained it would fill up and all the frogs would come out. We would like to catch bullfrogs and just play around in those little ponds on the golf course. What sports do you like? Right now, I'm super invested in dance because my background from dance, and also I just love watching dance because it's very emotional to me and creative. I also love watching gymnastics, which I also used to do gymnastics, but I think they're both great sports, and maybe I'm biased because I was a part of them and that's why I love them so much. What are 3 songs that you like? My number 1 favorite song right now is Hallucinogenics by Matt Mason. My number 2 is Over My Head by Echo Smith. And my number 3 would have to be Elastic Heart by Sia. I have always listened to all 3 of these songs. They're not new. They're maybe all kind of 2000s songs, but I still listen to them every day. What are your strengths? I will list my top 3 that I believe are my strengths. I believe the first one is my kindness because kindness takes you so far in life. My second strength would probably be I get along with everybody. I don't really ever have any issues with people around me just because I'm super chill. And then my third one would probably be my loyalty. I'm very loyal to everybody, especially the people I love. What are your weaknesses? There's one weakness of mine that I can think of, and it is that I get really hangry. I get angry when I'm hungry, and so we call it hangry in America. And if I don't get food, my whole personality changes, and then I just become angry and I don't know. What do people say about you? 2 things that I've heard. One is that I'm very kind, which goes along with some of the last questions, that I think kindness is just one of the most important things in life. And another one would be my stubbornness. I'm a very stubborn person, just in general, I guess. What foods do you like? My favorite food is sushi, and I have loved sushi my entire life. So I think I'd have to go with seafood as a whole being my favorite kind of food. But I do eat really everything. I'm not a huge picky eater. What foods do you dislike? The only food that I don't like is either pizza or... This is a tough question. I'm not very picky, so I think I would eat pizza if I'm really hungry, but I don't love pizza. What food are you good at cooking? The only thing that I can really cook, well, technically bake, are cookies, cake, cupcakes. I'm more of a dessert person when it comes to cooking, but I could cook mac and cheese. I have cooked mac and cheese a couple times. What is your favorite movie? My favorite movie is called The Croods. It's a cartoon about this caveman family that has to leave their home and chase the sun. What drama do you like and what is it about? My favorite drama TV series is called The Bachelor, and it's about a specific individual who has other individuals there to find the love of their life, and there's a lot of drama that goes on because there's a bunch of women or a bunch of men who are fighting for one person. What is your favorite TV show and what is it about? My favorite TV show is called The 100, and it is about a group of criminals who live in space, and they decide to come down to the Earth to see if it is livable because of radiation. What actor do you like? My favorite actor is Adam Sandler. He is so hilarious. He's in a lot of different movies and TV shows, so he is seen around all over, and many people know who he is in America. Who is your favorite actress? My favorite actress is Maria Avgeropoulos. She is one of the main roles in my favorite TV series, The 100. Is there an app you really like and what does it do? My favorite app right now is somewhat new. It's called Be Real, and you pretty much take a picture of yourself and then whatever is in front of you when the timer goes off, and you can react to each other's Be Reals. What news are you most interested in at the moment? Sadly, I heard some news that there was a mass shooting in Florida yesterday, which was Memorial Day, and it breaks my heart. I wanted to know a little more about it, so that's currently the only thing that I'm interested in. What is the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning? Typically, I will wake up and go to the gym with my dad at 5:30 a.m., which is very early, because I typically have school that morning, but when I am on summer break, I sleep in a little longer and still most of the time go to the gym. If not, I'll wake up and just eat breakfast and hang out. What do you always do before you go to bed at night? Before I go to bed, I will do my skincare, and most of the time I'll take a shower and just clean myself. But I love doing skincare and doing a hair routine, so I'll just use my oils and lotions. What do you do on your days off? Now that it's summer, I am not currently in school and I'm only working on the weekends. So on my days off, I like to go sit at the pool and just be outside because I love the sun. Do you have any bad habits? Yes, I have a bad habit of making my room super messy right after I clean it. And another bad habit I have is staying on my phone way too late at night. I get sucked into TikTok, and I'm on a cycle of repeating watching TikTok every night. What was the last thing you cracked up laughing at? The last thing I recall laughing at was I was petting my cat, and there's a certain spot that when you pet, my cat will go and chatter his teeth over and over and over, and it was just really funny to watch. When was the last time you felt moved? I was listening to my grandma give a speech on Mother's Day, and it really moved me and hit me in the heart, and I was just crying listening to her speak. It was just very beautiful. What was the most expensive thing you've bought recently? The most expensive thing I have gotten recently were probably my earrings that I used when I got my ears pierced. It was about $100, maybe a little over $100. But I usually don't spend that much in one sitting. What thing do you want most right now? I would die to have a boat right now because all of my friends are on the lake on their boats with their family. So I would love to have a boat of my own with my family so that we can go enjoy a lake day all summer. If you had $1 million, what would you do with it? If I had $1 million, I'm a very generous person, so I would donate a lot of it and give a lot to people who are needing money, and I would spend the rest of it on clothing and shoes because I just love shopping. So I'd definitely go on a shopping spree. What is something you want to do at least once in your life? I am wanting to go skydiving. I want to jump out of a plane 30,000 feet in the air. That's something that I am going to be doing soon because it's been on my mind, and my dad actually said he would do it with me. Who is someone that you respect? I respect everybody around me, every person, because it's important to respect them whether you agree with them or disagree with them, but mostly my parents because they do so much for me. Who is somebody you would like to meet, and what do they do? I would love to meet Machine Gun Kelly because I am in love with him. He is a celebrity, and I would just die to have the chance to meet him. He is a singer. He's got a lot of popular songs that are on today's hits radio. What do you do when you're with your friends? When I'm with my friends, we typically go out and we'll go party, or we will go out to dinner, but we typically like to do things out and about with lots of people. What did you do last Christmas? Last Christmas, we stayed home for the first time, and we decided to open gifts at home, and then we went out to dinner that night, I believe. And typically we will go on vacation somewhere, but it was kind of nice to stay home for once. What do you want to do when you get old? When I get old, I would just like to retire and travel the world. I would like to travel the world young as well, but I won't have much to do when I'm old and retired, so that'll be a great time to do it. What do you want people to say about you? I would genuinely like people to just know that I am kind and loyal. I guess those are just the two main things for me. What is New York like? New York is definitely a lot busier than most states. It is full of people in one area, so it gets really crowded. It's a little dirty in New York City, just kind of depending on what location you're at. But I mean, overall, one word I would use to describe it is crowded. What country do you want to travel to? I would love to travel to Canada. I love the weather there. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And I have a couple friends that live in Canada that I have never met, and I would love to meet them. Is there anywhere in America that you would like to live other than Texas, and why? Yes, I would love to live in Florida because I love the beach, and in Texas, the beaches aren't that great, and I'm very far from them. So to be in Florida by all of the super nice beaches would be amazing. I love everybody in Florida. I love the people there. I love the culture. I love everything about it. Do you want to live in New York or not? Why is that? I don't necessarily want to live in New York, but I do love traveling to New York. It's just not for me. It's pretty crowded, and I don't necessarily like it that crowded, but I do love visiting New York. Are there any electronics you want now? I don't think so. I'm pretty satisfied with what I have right now. I have a little tablet, I have a computer, and a cell phone, and I believe that's all I need. Are you saving money? Do you think Americans are saving money? I am trying my best to save money. I do have a savings account and I save as much as I possibly can, but I also do like to spend money because I love shopping. And I believe that most Americans try to save money, but it's so hard right now with this day and age that the economy is kind of collapsing a little bit, And most people try to save, and some people successfully save money and some don't. What is the first thing you think about when you hear the word Japan? The first thing that I think about is the food in Japan. I love Japanese food, and in Texas, Japanese restaurants are definitely one of my favorites. I also think about street traffic because I don't necessarily understand traffic laws, and I've seen a lot of videos about like all the crazy traffic because it gets so busy. What would you like to try if you came to Japan? I'm honestly open to anything food-wise, and I would like to just visit a bunch of the most popular areas in Japan and just experience the Japanese culture. Well, today I answered a lot of questions. I hope you guys had fun. If there is any content that you would like to see from me or This is Ikaiwa, please let me know in the comments. Thank you. Bye. This is Ikaiwa.
実践的な英会話を短期間で効率よく身につけたい方は、いろんなアメリカ人の生の英会話を学ぶのが一番です。英会話教材 This is 英会話では、アメリカ人約150人の生の英会話を紹介しています。概要欄に紹介していますので、ぜひ見てください。それでは次回をお楽しみに。